Greetings, scholars, and welcome back to our study of Pokemon Blue. I just got a Doduo, and I'm going to put it in my team. That would be Bill's PC. And, oh geez, this is gonna be a whole thing. I have to change the box. Yeah, deposit Meowth. Change the box. And withdraw Doduo. And before I just get like caught up with that deal again, I'm going to change the box back over to 2. Most of my good Pokemon are in there anyways. Okay. And we got HM02 Fly. Give that to our little Doduo. Nice. And we can just have fun with that later. Let's see. Where would be a good place to train them even? I don't know if there is one. Anyway, I'm putting away that HM. I don't remember if the last episode or the one before it, but I was talking about how it's weird that Pokemon that evolve from stones a lot of the time will not have more moves that they learn. And from like a real world perspective, that's kind of weird, but I think from a game design perspective, it kind of makes sense because you're choosing between versatility and strength. And it's kind of a world building thing. I need to heal Doduo. They put a focus in it in the Pokemon anime when Ash gets his fights Lieutenant Surge, where his Raichu is just so much stronger than Pikachu because he's an evolved Pokemon. But you go words. What do I want to say here? You go to... Yeah, okay, sorry. He evolved Raichu too early, so he didn't learn, like, Quick Attack or Agility or things like that. He just has, like, strong hitting. I think I don't know what his moveset was exactly. I'm not going to try to remember. But he kicked Ash's butt, but then Ash went back realizing, oh, Pikachu's just a lot faster because he has all of these like agility and quick attack moves. And in the anime it made sense, but I think in the actual games it wouldn't really work that way. But what can you do? And this guy's probably going to use some kind of peck, so Gyarados. Now... So yeah, I find that to be more of a world-building thing. It kind of gets in the way of... kind of gets in the way of... gameplay. That was kind of a weird noise. Because... say... your friend says, hey, my Growlithe evolved via Firestone. And you're like, wow, cool. I just bought a Firestone and I have a Growlithe. I can evolve it. But now you have a Growlithe that just knows, like, Roar, Bite, and Ember. And it's like, maybe not going to survive the long haul of the game because it's... yeah, lost its versatility. But I don't know. I don't know where I necessarily stand on it. I think in later generations when they introduce stone evolutions, that's not the case. Stuff like Gallade, I guess Glaceon would count, but it's an evolution, so like all of those still learn moves after they evolve. It's the Ghost Ice type, not Gallade. Not Glalie is what I meant to say. Of course not Gallade. Anyway, yeah, so those Pokemon, they learn moves after Stone Evolution. This game, not so much. Victory Bell, Vileplume, Arcanine, Ninetales, they just stop learning things altogether. Nidoking, Nidoqueen, Clefable, you know, I'm just listing all the Pokemon that evolve via Stone except for evolutions. You know what I mean. They just don't learn new moves. So, it's both a hindrance and like, hey, yeah, this kind of makes sense because choosing power over movesets. And it's also true for the Pokemon as they level up. Once they evolve, they could have learned moves earlier in their previous form. So, like, you bring Charmander to, like, level 30 before you even evolve it into a Charmeleon, and it can learn Flamethrower or whatever. I don't know if those are the exact numbers or by any means. It might even be like level 40 before you can evolve them. But he learns it by level up earlier than Charizard would have. Probably not worth it, because I'd imagine Charmeleon's Ember is stronger than or Charizard's Ember even is stronger than Charmander's Flamethrower. And you wouldn't have Charizard for like 8 levels when normally you would. But whatever. What I'm trying to say is you can learn moves earlier. I know for a fact that with Blaziken in Generation 3, he does not learn any he doesn't learn any fire type moves except Blaze Kick. And like, Flamethrower is stronger. So like, you level up Torchic until he gets Flamethrower and then evolve it, and it's like, that's not the way you want to go. But if you're building a competitive Generation 3 game using Blaziken, then sure. You can go that way. I don't know if you would. I hadn't really thought about that. It would be interesting, right? Because you could have competitive games based off the generations as opposed to most recent generations. I don't feel like I've ever seen anything for that. I'd imagine it's gotta exist somewhere. But I feel like I would be more interested in that. Although the meta for those competitions might be more locked in stone and you don't really have much variety. But then that gets to the options of like looking at Smogon and being like, oh, I will use underused tier and play only Generation 4. That would probably be my favorite. I don't know. Haven't seen it, haven't done it. I'd have to try it before I don't know, maybe I might set something like that up if I ever get in a position where I could. Like, if this channel gets to, like, a point where there are multiple people watching, like a big group of people watching, and I can get people together to do a thing, and then I could be like, hey, let's hang out and play some Generation 4 Pokemon at this convention center. Or maybe like there's a video game convention or something, and I can just be like, hey, I'll be here, and I'm gonna bring my I'm gonna bring Pokemon Platinum or Heart Gold or whatever, and we can duke it out. I I do really like the concept of having, like, gym battles at a convention. I think I've seen that before, where, like, there will be people who are chosen by the convention, they're, like, staff members, who are gym leaders. And they have a team of Pokemon that are just like one type or whatever, and you face them, and they give you like a pin or whatever that's a badge to prove that you beat them. I don't know if there's like any end game to that, or if it's just like, yeah, I beat all 8 gym leaders, or if there's like an Elite Four afterwards or whatever. I never looked into it because I think that year I wasn't really playing Pokemon, unfortunately. But it is a cool concept to me. Almost as cool as the concept of playing previous generation Pokemon competitively. Yeah, you just wouldn't see it on like the stage. You wouldn't see it at the, what do they call it? VGC? Video game the Pokemon VGC, I guess. Something like that. Or is it conference? I don't know if it's competition or conference. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so we got... I'm just training... I hope somebody's enjoying this. I'm having fun just talking to myself, so you know. That's fine. I'm probably gonna be doing the rest of this training off screen after the end of this episode, but for now it's fine. I could also just immediately right now face Erica, but I don't know, man. I want to kind of build out my team a little bit more. Have some more solid picks. And for that, I have... I don't know if Doduo is going to stay, but I like Dodrio more than I like Firo. And Vulpix is definitely going to stay because... I mean, hey, maybe I'll change her out for Magmar or something, but... Ninetales is pretty sweet. I don't think I've ever used her in a playthrough before. Let's see. Yeah, same thing. Same thing as I have been doing. Yeah. Yeah, I liked some of those ideas I went over today. Yes. I hope you did too. Oh yes, something I noticed when, I guess I was probably going through my my recordings. I noticed that everyone you talk to has a little bit of game mechanic or world building that's worth talking to them for, at least your first time through. And that's not a thing that a lot of games do. Like, I don't know if it was made at around the same time exactly, but I'm thinking like Final Fantasy 1. You talk to somebody on the street and they just have a generic little quip to give you. They might tell you what you're supposed to be doing or where you're supposed to be going, but in general they have just generic little greetings or whatever. But this game, everyone is a different character that has something to give you, whether it's game mechanics, world building, whether it's just saying, hey, the name raider's next door, or whatever. It's all something. And that's really good. That's awesome. Like, way to go, Pokemon, the Game Freak. You actually put the time in and gave everyone something. And not every RPG can say that. However, that does mean that the standard, like I said, Final Fantasy 1, they will tell you what to do and where to go sometimes. And that means that that doesn't exist in this game. Sure, there are some people that are like hinting towards what you could do, where you could go, but it's usually already in the town that you're supposed to be. Which is what's nice about having the map do the cursor thing that it does, where it goes like chronologically where you're supposed to go next, rather than just to the next square that you can bring it to. That's kind of nice. Yeah. And this game is pretty non-linear. You have some options on where to go. Like right now, I can go to Saffron City. I could fight Sabrina. I don't think I'm supposed to yet. I think there's like a gym or two that I'm supposed to do before that. And even then, there's like the fighting... a dojo, I guess? Where it's like basically a gym, except instead of getting a badge, you get a Pokemon, and that's pretty cool. Man, I really like how with like every Pokemon game after this, you get an egg from somewhere. It's unfortunate that I think like Generation 3 it was just like why not or something, and it's like kind of boring, but like Togepi and like Toxel. Toxel, I think is I think he's my favorite Pokemon in Generation 8. He's great. Like, stats-wise, and Toxicity, that's the one. And design, and his Gigantamax, and he's a punk rocker. It's pretty neat. And his ability, like, makes sound-based moves even stronger, and then he has, like, a move that's just like, yeah, this, damn it, was a signature move that's just, it's a sound-based move, and that's awesome. Way to just give him everything. Oh, hey, a Wild Raticate. That's kind of neat. Way to just give him, like, everything. Everything you could want from a Pokemon that has that kind of situation going on. Although I don't know, I haven't looked it up yet. Like, when you Dynamax, that's what it was. He has a Dynamax form. I don't know if like, because what is it, Overdrive? I don't remember. Oh hey, nice, one hit KO. I don't know if it remains being a sound-based move when you Dynamax. So, like, would he lose his, like, damage increase? I mean, it's already stronger because it turns into whatever the Dynamax form of, Overdrive is. I'll correct myself in post, because I feel like Overdrive already existed before Generation 8, but whatever. Yeah. Alright. He's a cool Pokemon, and I really like the rocker vibe that they gave a couple of Pokemon. It's an aesthetic that I strive for. I actually have a mohawk right now. And you guys don't see it, but it's a thing. This is the end of the episode. Bye.